What is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Cahooch and welcome back to episode number 2 of Prairie Sun Movement. Today, we're going to be covering the top 3 injuries, most common injuries in winter months, and how you can prevent them. If you want to check out episode number 1, that is 6 simple lower back stretches to help with any pain. So if you do injure yourself in any of these ways, that video will be very helpful, but hopefully this video will help prevent those things. So first, we're going to be talking about ice. So one of the most common injuries is slipping on ice, and it's a very preventable one. Simply because you can do easy things from adding salt or sand to your front step so you're not spilling when you're moving yourself in and out of your house, as well as you can just go slower. So make sure you get some shoes with some good traction. That would be the first step that you can do in preventing slips in areas where you can't control adding salt or sand, as well as you can get yourself some salt that would be good for anything that's around 0, and anything that's below 0, which is the rest of the winter, sand would be more appropriate. When you're simply walking down steps, you're going to want to go slowly, see if you can have anything to hold on to in the case that you do slip and fall, but bend your knees and just take it really slow, and that would probably be the easiest way, is take your time and most of the problems won't happen if you're not in a rush. So guys, number 2 on the list is shoveling. So this is something that we all got to do at some point during the winter when we are blessed with some wonderful amounts of snow from the skies above, but there is better ways to do it so that you save yourself and your body in the long run. So what you want to do is, the first combatant against injuring yourself while shoveling is actually getting an ergonomically shaped shovel. So this is a newer invention, obviously, not just a straight handle. But what this will allow you is to get better leverage when lifting and moving snow. So that's step number 1. Number 2 is in the form of how you do it. So what you want to do is you want to find the snow that you need to shovel. You want to stagger your stance, bend your knees all together, put your shovel in with your arms, and then lift all together, one unit. So you don't want to be just lifting with your back or just lifting with your arms. You want to do it all together at once, and then you just simply throw it away. And then what you can also do as another precaution is, after a little while, you can just switch sides. One side may be more dominant than the other, but if you rotate the sides that you go on, you'll put even stress, so you won't hurt and injure one specific area of your body. So there you go for shoveling, and that's an easy, simple way to help yourself there. So guys, tip number 3. What we got is driving. We all got to do it in the winter, but it's actually one of the more dangerous times of the year to be driving. Accidents rates always increase, and we really got to be careful and vigilant while we're out on the roads. So some easy tips to help make your driving experience and your injuries be less this winter is put on some winter tires. They are one of the best and easiest ways to improve traction and really support you when you're out on the road dealing with those bad conditions. Number 2 is you just want to drive slower. So really give yourself enough time to get where you're going so you're not in any sort of rush, and you'll be able to get there in a reasonable amount of time at a reasonable pace. And number 3 is just give yourself more room. So when you're pulling into an intersection, you don't know what the condition is right at the line. Sometimes those areas are the most slippery out of all of them. So really just drive slower, give yourself more room to stop, and give yourself more space between other cars in case they don't have winter tires, in case they're going through a rush or something like that. You just want to increase your chances of not being in an accident as much as you can. So those are 3 simple, easy things you can do to help drive safer, and we'll see you on the road. So guys, here is the bonus tip as promised. Not all winter injuries do happen outdoors. We spend a lot more time in the kitchen in the winter making delicious treats. So another common injury is burning yourself. So what you want to do to prevent that is you need good gloves for outdoors and indoors. So whenever you're making those delicious things, you want to make sure you're wearing good oven mitts and not burning yourself while going into the oven. The second tip is clearing out some good space. So when you need to transition to the other parts of the kitchen, you want to make sure you don't have a messy workstation so that you can get hot things down and not have to fumble around and leave any room for error. And the third thing is you want to be present with what you're doing. You don't want to be distracted with other things, being on the phone, especially when it comes time to dealing with the hot things, pulling them out of the oven. So just stay focused and present when the time is needed. So I hope these tips help keep you safe this winter. And remember, if any of these injuries do happen, Prairie Sun Healing's Botanical Healing Salve has you covered, whether it be bumps from slipping on ice, injured backs from shoveling snow, burns from cooking your favorite treats, or even car accidents. Prairie Sun Healing has you covered. So enjoy the winter and stay safe.